one, this is random as hell. So I saw this earlier today. I don't even know why this was on my feed. I really don't. Maybe it's because it's college athletics. But this is George Washington University. Paul, what's their mascot?
Well, it's no longer the Colonials.
I think for one more year it will be. The George Washington University has voted to get rid of the Colonial mascot after years of concerns from leftists about the inclusivity of the mascot. I think before it's all said and done, we might not have mascots.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you'll have something, but it is... So this is kind of an interesting one because colonial and colonizer has been kind of overlapped, which it can. Now, the George Washington University Colonials they say that because they're supposed to be the colonials from the War for Independence, the Revolutionary War era, but clearly they're not doing a good enough job of teaching American history at George Washington so that people understand the difference between them. Now, look, the people who colonized this country, especially, were slave traders and all these different things. So I get like the whole push to eliminate anything that would celebrate the slave trade in any way because, that's kind of obvious. But they also are, when you keep pushing back and pushing back, George Washington himself was a slave owner, so like you have all these things eventually, I don't know. Is this really the fight you want to have? It's like of all the things that you are fighting against, and there's so many things that need to be improved in this country, and rightfully so, but are they only fighting against the mascot names because those are the things that they can win? Because it's going to be really hard to change the police culture in the country because of what we've seen in the aftermath of George Floyd in the years before. It's going to be really hard to change a lot of the things that created racial inequality because they're buried deep into the bones of our society and the systems at which that they were done, and people ignorantly didn't know about a lot of them, just kind of kept going down the road until you find out. But do you pick that, like, I don't want the fight song to be this, or I don't want this, even though it's not anything directly racial, because that's what you can win? Is that why they do it? Because you can win that one?
Well, let me ask you this. Does it really help?
Yeah, exactly. Because changing the name change anything? Not really.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that it's just something that people feel that they can win.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I just thought I saw that pop up on my timeline, and so I wanted to share that as well. Garrett.